First off, I don't care what you people say. Never follow rules. I'm a trendsetter anyway. Okay, I march to the beat of my own drum. They say I need rules in my life. Well, I got some. That's one. Kill the competition. Two. Be a loyal dog. Three. And if they snitching on your man, send them to the mall. Four. When you party, go hard till you hit the floor. Five. If you didn't see me do it, what the hell you asking for? Welcome to my world. SINA.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Llama Show. I'm the Big Llama. Welcome to the Sunday night live stream. We come to you live every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Facebooks, on YouTube, and on Twitch at BLKOUT_AD. Let me bring our co-host extraordinaire, Blackout AD. Welcome to the show, sir. How are you this fine evening?
Yo, why is your camera bouncing back and forth?
You know, I changed the setting on my camera, and for some reason it's moving around, and so just gonna have to go with it for tonight.
You would think someone with motion sickness would be more.
Yeah, I would be more
accommodating.
Of course, for others with motion sickness, yes.
You heard it here first. He doesn't care about motion sickness.
I don't. If you have motion sickness, no, I'm just kidding. I have motion sickness, so yes, this is actually I can't I can't look too much at my camera too much now because it is moving a lot.
Yeah, it is distracting.
I'm going to look at you the whole time and not myself. And so if I look away, it's because I'm getting a little sick. So this will be a fun episode. So we have a lot. Actually, there's a lot of things going on this week, which is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun week this week for me. And we have a fun episode scheduled for next week. We have our good friend from the show who we had on very early on, comedian Bert Cornelius, and a true comedian, Bert Cornelius, who has hit viral fame with his voiceover work. He's got retweets and shares by Cat Williams and Snoop and all these other things. And he's going to be on the show next Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with us here on the Big Llama Show. So we're excited to have him back. He graciously said, yeah, no problem, man. He's like, you share all my shit, man. I have no problem getting back on the show with you, man. I was like, man, thank you so much.
I like that because, I mean, we had, and I don't know if we say it now, but Sino, we're hoping to get Sino on at some point. Yep. But we had both of them on super early when we started this. And to see him kind of blow up and get recognition from people in the industry, and like, I mean, wasn't he even like on a show and other things?
Like, yeah, he
then,
was with Keenan Thompson and he's done a couple of LA shows. Yeah, he's done a movie or like independent films and
still
and
like
play.
To see his growth in that time span is pretty dope. But I think it's gonna be dope to see like our dynamic and see if we gotten better at interviewing, because we've done a lot of content since. So like, it's honestly a point that when I asked you, or like I suggested it, I was like, man, it makes me want to go back, watch the old episode, see what I've asked already, see what the conversation was about, and then like also try to like incorporate the new things, like kind of actually take it serious in terms of like preparing for an actual interview. So yeah, I'm pretty excited, to be honest.
Yeah, no, he's like I said, it's exciting to have seen his growth, and then that like to just kind of hit him up and say, hey, would you want to come back? He jumped like the second I said it, he said, not a problem. When? And I said, pick a Sunday, man. And he said, the 29th, I'll be there. So we got him booked. So and you're right. It's going to be interesting because that was early. Like I think it was the first couple of months that we started, and the show was green. We didn't have much going in terms of, well, I mean, not that we didn't have much going. We just didn't know what we're doing, at least, from this space, and we were just learning. And I think it's a completely different show. Yeah. And he might feel way different on the show, and it'll be interesting. So, so I'm excited. Yeah, excited to get him here next week. Hopefully I'll fix the shaky camera shit by then. Yeah, it'll be annoying, right? If my camera's moving around like this. So before we get into other things, so not that I'm plugging my own birthday, but I am debating. Yeah, but I am. I'm debating Thursday because I purposely took the day off from work to just relax. But I'm debating just streaming most of the day, just hanging out and streaming and doing like a birthday stream. But I don't know what to do. So if anyone has any suggestions, hit them up in the chat. But I might just do that. I might just like stream. I actually I need to record for our editor, but see, I like that.
That's big time, this guy.
Big time now. No, but no, I might just stream and just talk shit and just hang out. That's kind of what I feel like doing for my birthday. Just
You should get a birthday cake, dude.
And do it on stream.
Yeah, dude. Why not? I'm serious. We're gonna do a birthday stream anyways.
Might as well. And the funny part is I may stream throughout the day and then I may stream that night, just to wrap it all up. Because during the day nobody's home, so I'll just be hanging out doing nothing, and just so I'm like, hey, I'll be here streaming, and then at night, why not hang out with some friends that are off of work and see if anybody wants to come on. And I'm actually going to open up the link and see if anybody wants to join in and ask questions or talk or whatever. I'm really just going to just throw the caution to the wind and say, whoever the fuck wants to come on, let's go. So I'm kind of excited for that. And then the last thing, my stage debut, the acting debut, is this Sunday. This Sunday afternoon.
Are we going to do the Llama show?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, yes. It's in the afternoon. The show's in the afternoon. I'll be home in time. Everything is fine. But I did my rehearsal this Saturday, and I did it without reading my lines. I memorized my monologues, and fuck, I'm nervous as hell. There were people there watching us practice, and it was nerve-wracking. I didn't look them in the eyes.
You'll be fine.
I was nervous as hell, man. And now I got the wife and family and everyone showing up, and some colleagues and friends, and they're like, we can't wait to see you. I'm like, oh, fuck.
The Big Llama doing big things, man.
I'm excited. It's like I said, it's a busy week this week, but I'm excited for.
You're vlogging it, no?
Yeah, I've been vlogging my trips.
You got to give one of the kids the camera to record some footage.
To capture the footage. Yeah, no, I got some images of the practice, and I think I have raw footage of the practice run that I did, but I don't, it'll be in the vlog for sure. But
got to.
So yeah, I'm excited. It's one of those,
a lot of content coming.
For sure. And then obviously we had the Penguin. The Penguin's doing really well. Wonderful. The reaction. All of our Patreon and YouTube member stuff is out. So all of the Vampire Diary stuff is out. The Penguin is out. So guys, check that stuff out. And then as soon as it comes on, the patrons and channel members will get that stuff first, and then we'll release it on YouTube. So exciting stuff.
Hear Llama say things. I thought about that. Like all the stuff we cut out of the episode, like reactions, are still on the Patreon.
Right. It's all there.
All that shit you said episode, I'm not going to say what episode, but there's an episode in there.
There's
really weird, man.
There's the questionable episode.
You know where to find it, We're not going to stop you.
It's on Patreon. Or if you're a channel member, but I do know a couple. There's at least 3 patrons that have watched it because they've given the little heart emoji because they watched that episode. So and they're still there. They're still there. So they haven't left as a result.
Oh, it's not going to be the people that like us that find that. That's going to come back and bite you in 10 years.
I think so.
The big
we gotta hide it.
The big Diddy Llama.
Which is a good segue to what we want to talk about tonight.
I know, dude.
You're the man.
I've been hearing that a lot lately, dude.
You're awesome, bro. You're fucking awesome. All right, so big topic we want to talk about. Obviously, we want to talk about the Penguin and stuff if anyone has questions, but we go watch the reactions, watch our breakdowns.
Go watch the show.
All those things posted. Go watch the show. The show's fucking good. Yeah.
Aside from it being a Batman show and like a mention, it doesn't feel like a Batman show, and it's good enough. I think if you just told us this is about some random mobster that has a limp, has nothing to do with the Penguin or the Batman, it would be a good show either way. So definitely go check it out. But check out our reaction too, because that shit is moving. Llama's gonna have to start paying me. You're gonna have to start paying me. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I send the contract through, but hey.
You know, you do listen, you have some great insight on this stuff, and it's top tier shit. So yeah, we're gonna have to drop
it for myself.
We're gonna have to drop the contracts very soon. No, I think you know, what's funny is as we develop these reactions, I think we've grown. We know each other. We bounce well off of each other. So I think it gets better and better. So, and what's funny is you thought the same thing I did when I did the reaction edit, which is I don't think we talked that much, but we did talk. It just doesn't feel that way in the time that you do the reaction. But when you do the edits, you're like, damn, we just say a whole bunch of stuff. But so guys, check that shit out for sure. All right, let's talk about from one villain to another, the Diddler.
Baby oil bandit.
The baby oil. 1,000 bottles of baby oil, 600 something.
Yo, I gotta say this because Bird's been saying this for fucking 3 days now, but have they drug tested the baby oil? Because Bird, for some reason, thinks it's LSD. He doesn't think it's baby oil, which would make the story even crazier. But
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it.
Moment of silence for Diddy's career.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Nah, seriously though, it really kind of sucks because growing up being as entrenched in the hip hop shit, like Diddy was honestly one of my first like people I looked up to, because it was like, bro, you see what he did. I mean, obviously he's a weirdo behind the scenes, but what he did for hip hop itself, I mean, he made a lot of moves, man. And it kind of sucks to see like someone like this, like with the R. Kelly shit, I wasn't as connected to. You know, obviously R. Kelly has some good songs that I like growing up out here, but I didn't give a fuck. Bill Cosby, same shit. Like I didn't give a fuck. But this one kind of hits a little home because it's like, damn. You know, I loved Making the Band. That was one of my favorite shows growing up. Like to this day, I want to rewatch it, but I can't find like the whole season. But I really enjoyed just the process of like what Making the Band was. And then in a lot of ways was like a big thing to me having like the vision of this, like media, because I watched a lot of MTV, and like to see like Diddy come in and then you start seeing like people like Nick Cannon and stuff take over MTV gave me a lot of vision. So to me, it hurts, but also this guy is a fucking weirdo, man.
Yeah,
freak offs were crazy. Like everything you hear, I was like, everything you hear is just him masturbating in the corner. Nothing is like him actually engaging in anything. One, two, it's like people are in there for days. Like, he had like specific rooms for just sexual. It's wild. Like every story you heard about Diddy is turning out to be true.
Yeah. Like someone would say something in a podcast, or there would be like this rumor, and you'd be like, "That's crazy. That's nonsense."
And it's like,
the way. And every single bit of it is true. Now, what's interesting, other than the salacious 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and now you've got the Justin Bieber thing. You've got Usher deleting his tweets.
Supposedly he got hacked, but also.
Yeah, that's what you say every time.
They said who else? Megan Fox also like deleted a lot of tweets, which now that I think about it, I'm about to go wipe my tweets now while nobody's looking. So then in 10 years I don't gotta redo this. It's not suspicious. You know what I mean? You gotta learn.
Yeah, I think we gotta go delete that one video. Go find it. Go find it on Patreon.
I mean, it's kind of weird because you also see Kevin Liles is like a big executive. He's someone like I hear a lot in interviews get mentioned. I don't know much about him, but I know he was like a CEO of like one of these record labels, and he stepped down the day after Diddy got arrested. So you're seeing like weird moves in hip hop right now, and it feels like the industry, just from like an outsider's perspective, it feels kind of like the industry's in a weird state, because it's like, who's gonna, bro, there's so many people connected to this shit, and it's like racketeering, which I think it's like if you know anything about anything, you're gonna get called in. You're gonna, you know,
Oh yeah, yeah.
supposedly, and I honestly feel like if people probably already flipped on him, you know what I mean? Like assistants and like people that nobody even know of that are around, you know. So yeah, it's a crazy situation that honestly it hasn't even like unfolded yet, you know? Like this is still gonna play out and who knows, man? Who knows? And supposedly he's still gonna get indicted in LA and Miami. So it's like there's a lot more to come. And they got I mean, did you hear like them like unseal and like say like what they have? Like they have like hours of footage.
Oh no, yeah. That's the one thing that is the scariest part for all of these celebrities
Oh, there's
is
footage.
one is the footage that they have hundreds of hours of footage that they seized just from that raid that has the thousand baby oil. But just from that raid, that is problematic for a lot of people. And so even Cuba Gooding Jr., I
Oh
think
man.
he's
Yeah. But let's
no he's in big trouble because I think he's prime suspect on like a different case that they were already working on, and like the video like seals his deal. Like he was in the rooms on
oh my
video,
God.
trying to touch some people. Um,
He
yeah,
was
no,
linking Diddy in the corner jacking off.
I think so. I think so.
Wild, bro.
But but Pink, like even like the female artist Pink, like deleted some tweets according to the like. But again, now we're getting into the realm of what's real and what's not real. But
Okay, yeah,
like,
that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's
yeah,
gonna be hard to decipher. Like, literally, legal action has to be taken on people to like even put them in this because think about just the people you named right there, like what those trees involve of
hmm
like people they may know or have worked with, and it's like who the fuck is not? To be honest, the shorter list is like who's not involved with this
right.
Diddy shit because again, it feels like the industry, it might not even just be hip hop. It just might be like music industry in general and other things. Because at first it seemed like he won that $1 billion like lawsuit for against Ciroc or whatever because it was like racism or something. And
hmm
it felt like that's what all the Diddy stuff started coming up when he won that. But now it's like, no, it seems way bigger than that. It seems like a cleanup of like sorts. Like they're gonna get everybody they can with this one thing, you know. And yeah, I don't know. It's almost it's like it's like a movie, honestly. Like this could play out.
Yeah,
This could get really weird. No freak
yeah.
off.
No, and like I said, I think a lot of the issues now is like again the Justin Bieber stuff is really problematic because Usher is the one who introduced them or like handed them off. And now there's videos there. I mean, I've seen those videos where you know, it's Diddy and Bieber together, and they're like, "What do you want to do?" And Bieber being a 14, 13-year-old kid was like, "Let's go get some girls," right? And Diddy's like, "Yeah, we'll get some girls, not a problem." So now you're like, now knowing what you know,
Yeah,
that
now
now,
everything seems weird that Diddy was
yeah,
doing.
it's like, ugh, that's a bad thing. But then Usher also was associated. But then there are
Bro,
back end
everybody.
deals. Yeah, there are back end deals. There are features. There are just but it was not that it was always a question of how did Diddy get the samples cleared? How did he get these artists to do the feature on this on these types of things when
Oh, the last album.
right.
Well,
And then no, I'm just saying, like, but in general, like, there was always not a question, but it was like, he's such a great mogul, he's such a great producer that he can get all of
no. So
these
you're
things
you're kind of
happening.
on the right track because
Right.
that's the thing. Again, me being the fucking nerd I am about shit. I kind of picked up on this Diddy shit like like a year ago. Like or like before like stuff started bubbling. There was like 2 or 3 months when that new album was dropping that everybody was asking that same question like Diddy's getting all these verses, but they're like old verses that people probably like recorded and he's just like whatever. And then he started giving people their masters back at some
Mm-hmm.
point. And I remember again, me liking like making the band. One of the girls from Danny Kane was on No Jumper, and she was talking about how yeah, it was like, yeah, they give us our masters, but they like we're trying to make us sign NDAs of like anything we know. It was like super tight. It was like they were setting up for this, and in
Yep.
hindsight, and in the moment, I was kind of like, this is kind of weird. Like, I didn't think of this grant like this scale, but it did feel like there, like Diddy was trying to like change his image a little bit, and then again, everything starts rolling out slowly. And honestly, the more it unfolds, the crazier it gets. And I really don't know where I see this going. I know a lot of people are going to get taken down with this or affected by this. And in a weird way, it's like almost like the government's trying to take control of like the power of celebrity. Because when you think about like social media and stuff, like people's stock rises with that. I don't know. It's like a weird, it's like, why now too? That's another thing. It's like, why are you taking Diddy now? I don't know. I mean, obviously he had to go, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I,
it's gonna cause a wave. Like, I mean, people are talking about Jay-Z heavy, and it's like, hopefully, I
yes.
don't think Jay-Z was on no freak offs. Bird seems to think otherwise, but I'm like, Jay-Z doesn't seem like a freak off kind of guy, like.
I think what I read, because I was starting to read about, because they were bringing in like the old heads, right? Clive Davis, and some of the older studio heads, and how they had a stranglehold on the industry. Like if you weren't part of their machine, right? If you weren't part of the big the big music groups, you weren't heard, you weren't seen, you weren't playing on the radio. So
Yeah.
there was this system that they had, and it did involve drugs and women and all this stuff, but it was more of like a perk, right? Like, there's these things that come with the contracts and things. And I think that's just a known thing. But now there's just like Diddy was an extension of this. Like they made him the guy who could control the elements, right? Of, okay, look, we've got pop, we've got rock, we've got soul, Motown, all this stuff. Hip hop is new or newer, right? How do we control it? How do we commercialize it? Take an aspiring guy like Diddy, and like he can make it, and he was doing that, like in when he was doing with Uptown Records and all that stuff. At least if you know the story of those things. But I think he got to the point where he thought he was invincible. He had so much dirt on so many people that the rules didn't apply to him. And unfortunately, he probably screwed over the wrong person that was connected to somebody else. And they said, no, that's not how this works. But the people who are not involved, man, they're pounding their chest big. Like they're on podcasts, they're on news outlets. They're like, I knew about him, and then you say no to him, that type of thing. And I'm like,
it's just weird, like, to do that too, because it's like, oh, you knew, but and like, let's be clear, this guy's fucking blowing people's cars up. Shout out to Kid Cudi. I'm glad he didn't get blown up, but this was like that again. That's a story I've heard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like years ago, and it's like, the fuck, like this shit is nuts, and the fact that it's like all becoming true, I don't know, man. Again, it's gonna shake up the music industry and even probably the movie industry. And somebody put it like this is like the same Me Too type of movement that hit the movie industry, and it's just like coming over to the music side. So it's like, all right, well, would we see this like roll over into like pop and shit like that? I don't know, man. It's sticky.
well,
Kanye West was definitely at a freak off, bro. There's no way. He was even there.
For
He was
sure.
even there to fuck. He was there to like talk about music while people are fucking. It is so sensual. It's like, imagine being called Jesus right now.
This is my vibe.
This is my vibe.
Yeah, no, he I think J-Lo has lawyers on the ready, because now all those rumors about how her voice samples were cleared, and how, because she's got history of not singing on her tracks, other people singing and her getting the credit and getting the money for it, being offered movie deals, different things, all in association with him. Again, all that stuff is starting to, like, again, all the stories you heard, everything you possibly heard. The wildest thing though is now they're like, did he have Tupac contracted to be killed?
Oh
Did
no,
he kill Biggie?
bro.
And I'm
That's
like,
just, well, that's been
yeah,
narratives.
no,
People have
but
been
now,
saying that for years, but now it seems to be
but
true. And that's another wrinkle in the thing. Like the guy, I think his name was Keefe D. He was talking about he's like
mhm.
was a part of like Tupac's, if not the shooter, or like he was there, and he said Diddy did it. Like Diddy was the one that put us on, basically. So all the shit is, bro. Everything at this point, I'm believing everything that comes out about Diddy per se. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, Diddy got 1,000 bottle of lube. He's a freaky ass guy. You know what I mean? Like he seems like it. You're on the podcast calling him, dude's daddy. He's like, I like the way you scrape that up, daddy. I'm like, what? Dude, calm down.
like I'm reading some of the indictment, and I happened because I was trying to figure out what they found at his
Yo,
house.
Tank, I'm gonna put. No, I'm not gonna do it. Never mind.
Well, what's up? Oh,
No, I'm not gonna put him on blast.
oh, okay. I was just reading what they found, and I think what they were saying is that he would keep people there on IV fluids, that they
Oh,
would be
bro,
there for so long, and
that's
I was reading about
IV
that.
fluids is nuts, dude.
Right, and that
Now,
they would.
all right. To be fair,
Mm-hmm.
if you have that kind of money and you're just drinking a lot, no freak offs, that's actually kind of smart to have IV on deck
Oh
because
yeah, yeah,
you're drinking a lot, But in connection to the freak offs, that is wild.
right. Well, it says this is where the trafficking or the some of the sexual assault stuff comes in. It says he subjected victims to physical, emotional, verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in the freak off. So they were doing it against their will,
Oh yeah.
and then he maintained control over them through, among other things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting them, and then threatening to withhold financial support, coercive means, including trafficking their whereabouts, dictating the victims' appearances, and then monitoring their medical records and controlling their housing. And it's like this dude was just controlling every aspect of all of those people's lives. That he had control of every, and to be like honest, like if you're down and out and you don't have money, and this guy has your house, your money, your fuck, you're just like, what am I gonna do? Like this guy has everything and I have nothing, right? Like, so he took full advantage.
Yeah.
And then obviously, and the craziest thing I saw is that they had every worker in his house had a fanny pack of drugs. It had a fanny pack of drugs so that his guests can get drugs at any point in time, and that he can get drugs at any point in time. So like you could just snap your fingers and say, hey, come here. And then they open up their fanny pack and you get whatever drugs you want, whatever.
What do you think he's feeling in jail right now?
Oh, Jesus.
Now that he's probably sober.
I don't know. I think maybe he's going through the stages of grief. I don't know, man. This guy's lost everything or is losing everything.
No, he lost everything. He is done.
Yeah.
Diddy is not getting out of this unscathed. Now, like it sucks because like the kids. Now, I mean, one of the kids like made a song and was dissing the FBI and was like, "You should have checked the next house." Like said a lot of dumb shit in a song. So it's like clearly these kids are also wild,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. A hip hop legend.
Yeah.
Career in shambles.
Yeah,
Legacy
and
legacy
and
is cemented, but fuck, dude. It's definitely
I was a huge fan, man. I went to the concert when he was Diddy the Fam, and he brought 112, and he brought like the entire family after Biggie died, and he was doing the big tour. That was one of the best concerts I went to. He brought everybody, the Locks, Little Kim. I'm like, damn, this is nice. And it was a big, nice, vivid memory. But now it's like, fuck, man. But I was also an R. Kelly fan, and there goes that too. But
yeah,
but it is what it is, man. You can't control those things, man. But
that's why I think the Drake, pedo stuff isn't real because they would have got him out the paint now.
Yeah.
But it's funny because then you start like realizing Drake had an altercation with Diddy. J. Cole had an altercation with Diddy. Supposedly Kendrick also. Like the rappers that were like up and coming, like my generation of rappers, didn't really fuck with Diddy that much.
Right.
You know, I
Right.
think they probably like seen the shit and was like, yeah, no, we're not, you know, we're not fucking with that. And that's why I think there's like a shift of like the old, like the people that have been in power for since, you know, I'm born type shit. Those people are probably gonna get weeded out with this Diddy thing, and there's gonna be like a new. That's what I'm saying. The industry is in like a weird shift right now. Like
Yeah.
just not even just with Diddy, but like as a whole, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, like again, if my question is like Mary J, where's Mary J on all this? Because she was a huge part of his career. Again, I'm nervous for those artists that I really enjoyed and what was their role in it. Like now, you're making me question a large part of my youth and the stuff that I
The
enjoyed.
people you
Be-
looked up to, you know what I mean?
right,
Like
right.
it's crazy.
Like how bad was it? You know, how bad was
Oh, it was
this?
bad, Llama.
Yeah, I mean, and even you know what's funny, and this is where if you have good lawyers and you have good PR people, you might leave this, you know, pretty well off. But it's the same thing that happened with the Me Too stuff. Like I think everybody in Hollywood knew how bad these producers and executives were. Like everybody knew Weinstein, everyone knew all these people and how fucking treacherous they were and how, like, you know, these backroom casting couch type shits that they would do. And look, some of them benefited from it. Like some of them did the things that they had to do to get it. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying all of them knew how the studio system worked and how these guys get away. So I think a lot of people knew what he was doing and what probably other people, other, you know, execs were doing and what they're still doing. And
Bro,
they
just think
might have
about
benefited.
people. These people are humans, and they're
Right.
also humans with the most inflated egos. You know what I mean? Like people talk. Think about just in a workspace. Like I know everything about everybody in a workspace just because everybody talks. And it's like, bro, people knew about this shit. A lot of people knew about this shit.
Right.
And it's like, and now again, those people that are like coming out like, I told you so. It's like, well, you didn't tell us sooner. You know what I mean? Like you told us so, but you didn't tell us sooner.
Right. Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's where a lot of the good, you know, the Hollywood people were like ducking and diving and were like, no, I didn't know anything, or I wasn't me. And they were able to sort of escape. You know, some got caught up in that shit, but some were able to escape, or at least leave the limelight for a little bit and come back. And it was like, oh, it's over. I can come back. This shit is different because it's like your history is tied to, you know, how you came up in the music industry. Like it's a little different. Like your discography is a lot different than like you took a role in as a background player in a movie. No one fucking really knows that, but like your music is your music. Like that's you. And then your credits and your writing credits and your royalties, all of that is known. So it's hard. It's going to be hard to like step away. Plus the allegations are going to rise, and when one person flips, another one's going to flip. So that's just like you were
Oh, they're
saying.
all flipping, bro. They're all
Yeah, no,
flipping. What?
nobody's protecting him.
Yeah.
Nobody's protecting him. But who's going to flip on who? Who's the next like
No, they're
big
all
name
flipping.
that's going to?
If
Yeah,
they're on that tape, they're flipping. And like, what? This shit is big, bro. Like,
yeah,
this shit is crazy. Now, Bird had to take where he heard like some lawyers say that Diddy's only gonna get 10 years and it's not gonna be that serious. So I'm also interested to see if like something like that happened. Because then, you know, like realistically, he does have a fucking lot of fucking money. And I'm sure it's drying up, but he'll be able to pay some good lawyers for a little bit. And if they can pull a case out, I don't know, but this guy might be
well,
gone.
it might be technicality. He might be able to get out and go somewhere
But
where he
it's
can't be
over. You know what I
extradited.
mean? Like he can't do
Oh
nothing
no, no,
after that, you know.
no, he's going to have to live off the money he's got left, and that's it. He makes no more. He makes no more money from his fame or publicity or records, or you know, he's banned. Like he's blacklisted. So no, but whatever he's got left, whatever shadow accounts or whatever stuff he's got in the Cayman Islands, that's all he can live off of. But who knows? Who knows? I'm sure he's got stuff, man. I mean, these guys don't have, these guys have things set up, man.
But he's also arrogant, man.
That's true. He thought he was above the law, man.
Yeah.
He had AR-15s, assault rifles, baby oil, lubricants, extra linens. Like this, I'm just reading the list of things that they got. He had hotel rooms on the ready. Yeah, they did a raid in both his LA and Miami houses. Dude, this guy was just all over the map, man. Yeah. Geez. So again, the Usher thing is weird, but like again, you got hacked. It's a little suspicious that you got hacked and all of a sudden your shit just disappears.
Everybody gets hacked when it's hack worthy, but also it could have happened. But still,
the timing is bad though, Usher. The timing is bad. I don't want to believe it. Usher's one of my favorites, man. I don't want to believe that he did anything wrong, but at the same time, like okay, so like if allegations
but think about it. Think about some of his songs in the light of a freak off.
Right.
There goes my baby. Ooh, girl, look at you.
Put that on everything. But no, but like okay, so that's like it's like okay, all of a sudden allegations start flying about us. All of a sudden we got hacked and our accounts start disappearing like that.
Yeah.
It's like no. Let's see.
That's the thing. People don't delete tweets every day. Dang.
No. It's
especially in light of the internet bringing up your name with connections. All day I've been seeing Justin Bieber, Usher, Diddy videos all day
long.
And then you delete everything. It's a little suspicious. Just a little bit. I mean, he could be good.
Just
he
a
could
little.
Also be a fucking freak off. I'm telling you, dude.
Right. And
you don't care, you strip. You know what I'm saying?
I actually wanted to see what artist Bad Boy
listen,
signed,
if you're
right?
Usher fans, the time to see him is now, because in a couple years you might run out. You might run out of opportunity.
Let's see. Bad Boy Records had the following artists. So this is going to be the litany of folks that you're going to see either delete tweets or shit's going to go down. So you had Cassie, we know what happened to her. Mace, he left. Now we know why he just suddenly left and became a fucking preacher. Just he's at the top of his fucking game. 100 million albums sold, the biggest artist. His features were like 1 million plus, and all of a sudden I'm a preacher. I'll see you guys. Like that just didn't seem normal. Now we know. Machine Gun Kelly, Shine, Faith Evans, 112. Let's see, Janelle Monáe. Rick Ross is on Bad Boy Records.
What?
That's what it says here. Under Bad Boy Records artists.
I don't know if that's super accurate. I'd never heard that in my life. It could be some like deal. It could be real, but
former. He might have been a former artist. Let's see.
I don't know. I never heard that, dude. Because like think about like Rick Ross's biggest songs. He would, he always kind of had his own thing. He was like in that generation that started like their own shit from the get.
Let's see. He had the Locks were on there. Black Rob, Carl Thomas, 8 Ball and MJG. New Edition was on Bad Boy for a couple of years. Young Jock.
Yeah, bro. It's Bad Boy.
I know. I'm just saying. It's Pitbull. Pitbull was on Bad Boy for a couple of years.
Why would you do that, dude? Why would you even say that?
Hey, I'm reading the roster. French Montana.
Yeah, but you got to also think too. Oh no, the French one, that's different. Ciroc Boys. That's. Hey man,
I'm just saying, man. You got a slew of people.
I think whoever was in on the liquor business was at the freak offs.
Oh yeah.
If you got a Ciroc flavor, you were at the freak offs.
Do you think Ciroc was like a shadow company?
No, it was bro.
No,
he won $1 billion.
but they were funneling some money through it. Like that was like
no way. I don't think so. I don't think he wasn't a drug kingpin. I think he was just doing the drugs. He was buying he was a user, not a supplier. You know what I'm saying? Like I think his business, like the liquor business, was legit because think about it. He won $1 billion lawsuit. You're not gonna win a lawsuit like that funneling money, because then they could just turn the money on you. You know, it's like, yo, we found this much money that we didn't know where it came from. You know, Diddy's the only one that, you know, it was easy. The liquor, like that, the liquor like industry seems to be like one of those industries that's like gate kept, you know? So for him to win that kind of lawsuit, I don't think there was any like dirt like that. I think he was just a fucking weirdo, man. He just bought all the drugs, kept them drugged, and used his power. You know, I don't know, man.
Yeah. He
Makes
liked
me
what he
look at
liked.
that Notorious B.I.G. movie way different now.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's a lot to question, and it's going to be interesting to see over the next couple of months. Like,
what do you think the last freak
comes out.
off was like? You think he was sad because he knew it was the last one, or you think he tried to have the best one? Because my guess is he called his best freak off members. He's like, yo, this is the last hurrah.
I don't think he knew it was the last hurrah. I think it was just kind of, he's like going about his
No,
business.
he knew.
Like,
There's no way he didn't know, bro.
that it was coming. That
if the feds are watching you, you're gonna figure it out.
No, but what I'm saying is, I think that he has a freak off, and all of a sudden they're like somebody alerts him, like, "Hey, man, they're looking." And you don't throw one last freak off after that. You just start like,
maybe.
"Hey, you gotta get the attorneys."
I don't know, dude. Think about it. He was traveling. He was trying to say, bro. What makes it even worse is like when the Cassie shit first came out.
Oh God.
No, he was trying to like make himself look like a good guy, and it's like, you're a sick fuck. And then the video comes out. It's like, all right, like we're watching you hit her in the middle of a lobby of a hotel that anybody can see you.
Yep.
You know, like with one hand on the towel. Like, bro, it's. I don't think a guy like that, I don't think cares. You know, he's like, they're not gonna get me. Another freak off.
Oh, another one. Get some more baby oil.
I'm telling you, dude. Tang's not liking this, man. Tang thinks Diddy's innocent.
What?
That's what he said.
Is that why you didn't want to put him on blast before?
Yeah. Tang is very much a guy that says, no, they're innocent. It's like, no, dude, look at the evidence.
I know, man. There's too much. There's too much evidence, Tang. Tang, I would be with you and say, hey, we gotta wait to see what happens, man. But there is just way too much.
Oh, bro. The feds are going after you. They have a 99.7 like rate of like winning cases. They're not going after him just because for shits and gigs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna be sure before they touch a guy like Diddy.
Pause. Whoa, dude, what the fuck? The fuck, Llama?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't, dude.
Before they apprehend a fugitive.
Is that baby oil in the back?
Oh, Jesus. Right here.
Oh, no. Thank you for LSD.
That's why the camera stopped moving. No, anyway. The baby oils fell off the camera finally.
That camera's shaking like a freak off.
Is Diddy?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Maybe that's why he changed his name so many times. From Diddy Dirty Money.
Oh man, Dirty Money was an error. I bought The Last Train to Paris.
Man, I love that album.
It was a great album, man. Fuck Diddy. I'll be missing you as the song I listen to when I want to think about my dead dad. You fucking asshole. The fuck's wrong with you? Dude, now I can't listen to that in good faith.
At least not thinking about all the other shit that he's doing. Oh my god.
And he probably got the guy killed. It makes it even worse.
It's kind of hard with you not around.
Oh my god. Smiling down at the freak off. Oh man, fucking Diddy, dude.
now I'm thinking of the lyrics, and the lyrics take on just completely like horrific meanings.
Oh no, everything, bro. Everything
Everything,
I've
everything.
seen of Diddy, I've seen before, and now in every lens, it's even weirder. The whole fucking
Oh,
drink champ shit, like that shit was. When I watched it the first time, I knew that shit was weird. But now, when you watch everybody's reaction when he's acting like that, it's like, what? Like, oh, you really gonna do this in front? Honestly, it's like when somebody drinks too much and you know they drink too much, and then it's like, oh fuck, like you're gonna do that today. We was all vibing, and now you just freak off Diddy.
listen. Now there was a song on the Last Train to Paris. My favorite song on that album was Shades. And now I just pulled up the lyrics because I was like, there were some weird ass lyrics in there that I didn't, not that I didn't understand, but I was like this is some erotic
Life
shit right
imitates
here.
art.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
art imitates life.
He's talking about marmalades.
Oh man,
I'll make love to you on marmalade.
Yeah, but you gotta think what Diddy was always singing about shit like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's like I'll pour a gallon of gasoline. No, I think he was talking about Vaseline or oil at that point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's
Gasoline on Kid Cudi's car. They said he used a fucking Molotov. That's crazy, bro. This is Call of Duty. Okay, Llama over here throwing Molotovs across the map.
Anyway, no. Yeah, so so Diddy's ruined our love for his music and
oh, I mean, I got like at least until he's convicted to listen to my favorite songs, and then you got it. Then you kind of got to like reevaluate. I find it like, all right. I enjoy listening to R. Kelly songs when they get played because it's like, I mean, undeniably good music, but I definitely judge a motherfucker if you're playing it consistently. And I'm like,
yeah, like,
all right, like every now and then, like you want to step in the name of love, but when you play it 4 times a week, it's like, all right, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it comes on and it happens to be playing, okay. But if you initiate the song, you put on the song, and it's a R. Kelly block.
Yeah, and you're playing like his deep cuts. You're not even playing the hits. You're playing the B side.
Yeah, no. I look at that Tang over here.
He's dancing to it right now.
Recite the lyrics.
Although Tang knows exactly who I'm talking about because somebody we work with would play R. Kelly, and when I first got there, I was like, nobody else finds it weird that he plays this a lot. Like nobody, like the people I'm around don't be just playing R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Like we stopped for a while. Is there a statute of limitations on this though?
I mean,
like, can you play R. Kelly's music eventually?
Well, I think you can, but the thing is, the like really like telegraph songs you can't. Like my mind's telling me no, but your body's telling me yes. Yeah, you can't play that anymore. Like that was clearly a sexual assault song. Like you cannot play that. Like that was clearly him telegraphing. Yeah, my mind's telling me, your body's telling me yes. No, that's no.
You can't take that back.
You can't. It's not allowed. That's not allowed. But I don't know.
Was there something else we want to talk about?
I don't know. Was there another topic?
I don't know, dude. We talked about the Diddy thing for about as long as a freak off.
Yeah, no. We'll be talking about it by tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yo, and I used to want to go to a fucking Diddy all white party. God damn it, Diddy.
You would have been there for days.
No, I wouldn't have. I'm not going to know. They're not telling me about a freak off, dude, because I'm telling somebody.
You would have been an IV in a corner.
Yeah, right, dude. You would have been an IV in the corner, dude.
I'm
not going to no freak off, dude. I'm leaving. When Denzel leaves, I'm leaving. You out, Denzel? Yeah, I'm gonna grab my coat. Trying to go to Denny's. Me and Denzel.
Yeah, Denny's. But I mean, but now what's that movie? Get Him to the Greek.
Oh, bro, he was playing himself. It
Exactly.
was his greatest performance. That performance is hilarious. That movie is hilarious. He was
It
playing
is.
himself.
But that's
He was high.
that
Oh no.
movie.
Oh, bro.
That movie is now it's he told on himself.
Can we watch that in light of Diddy?
We should totally. We should just that is topical. We should
And
definitely
listen,
watch.
that is very topical. And also, we should definitely clickbait it and say watching the Diddy freak off videos.
We're watching Diddy's freak off video. We know it. We know it.
That's it right there. We're doing it this week.
All right, let's go. We're gonna get so much trouble. There was something else we were gonna talk. I just can't remember what the fuck it was. We can't rewind the tape. So
only 3 topics. We talked about one. I guess Penguin was one.
Yeah, Penguin was one, but we
go watch our reaction. And then tomorrow's gonna be not the first impressions.
No. Go watch the video. Go watch the reaction. Let's see. Oh, anyway, so we're at the point. Anyway, we were gonna be promoing shit anyway. So,
oh my god. Listen. Don't embarrass me in front of Bert, dude. Don't promo your head off in front of Bert, dude. Don't do it. I'm gonna set the precedent. As soon as the show starts, he starts promoing, you make fun of him. No, but you know what we do need to do? Like when I'm down there, we need to go see him live. I want to go.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I want to see that.
Yeah, for sure. Because he's always down at the Improv in Dania, so we need to go see him down there. He's always hosting the show, and he actually did a show with Tommy Davidson from The Living Color. So I was like, he's like that. He goes, that's my fucking bucket list right there. He goes, I watched that guy as a child on In Living Color, and he's like, and then I got to open for the guy. I was like,
let him talk about it next week, dude.
Yeah. No. We're gonna ask him about that, like how was that guy and everything else. So, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna do a picture of me for next week. I'm very excited about next week for sure. All right, so we're at the point of the show. So listen, if you guys again watch the Penguin reaction, look out for Vampire Diaries. Hopefully, we'll get another one out this week. We should get one this week. And then we should have them out regularly, at least the next 3. So please be on the lookout for those. And again, if you want to watch early reactions, you'll see them on the Patreon, or if you're a channel member, anything and everything that we have loaded up will be on the Patreon early. So
get those numbers up, because I'm coming for Llama's pockets. It's going to be the biggest YouTube deal of all time. Big Llama signs AD to the Big Llama show. Official.
Sure. Not a problem. Well, whatever it takes to keep AD on the show.
I'll go to New Rockstars immediately, dude. Would you be mad? All right, let's play this out before we close.
Okay.
If just one weekend I say, hey Llama, I'm not going to be on the show anymore. You don't hear from me for a week, and then New Rockstars Mortal Kombat review comes out, and it's me. You're mad?
I would be mad that you did.
I Hollywood you. No deal.
No, I wouldn't be mad that you did it, and I wouldn't be mad that you left. I'd be pissed if you didn't tell me you did it ahead of time. If I found out on YouTube by seeing you on there, then yeah, I'd be calling you all kinds of names in the fucking book. But I wouldn't be mad if you
like that cloud chaser.
No, I wouldn't be mad at all. I in fact, like I said, if you came to me and say, hey man, I'm gonna go do this New Rockstars thing, or I'm gonna be a real reject, and be like, fuck it,
oh bro, I would love to be on Real Rejects. I love that.
Right. Yeah.
Yo, if I could, I would love. Yo, that's one of my YouTube goals. I would love to be on that for sure.
So yeah, I wouldn't be mad unless you didn't tell me. And if you didn't tell me, then I'd call you every fucking name in the book. And
it's gonna be like a big free agent. You're like, I'm not on the show for a couple weeks. People are like, what's going on? You're like, I don't really know. He's not really answering my calls right now. But I see him streaming more. For some reason, Greg Alba's there.
He's got this Greg Alba guy next to him. He's got Kobe Jet,
Koi,
whatever his
him and
fucking.
Koi got their own segment now.
Yeah, Koi and Jabby Koi, his brother. I don't know, fucking this guy. I don't know what's going on
I
here.
don't know what's going on, dude. AD signed a
EA, some
$1
guy named
million
EA
contract.
is with him. EA boss. I don't
Yeah, somehow
fucking know.
he leaves with New Rockstars and comes over. The super team. Oh man, it's gonna
No,
happen, dude.
I listen. If it happens, it happens. I would not be mad, but just mention where you came from. That's all.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna forget about this.
Okay, so let's flip that around. Would you be pissed if I was like, "Hey, we're not doing the show this weekend,"
Nah,
and then all of a sudden I
I
pop up
gotta work
as a
harder.
real reject?
I gotta work harder, but I'm gonna bury that episode in the Patreon download. That clip's gonna surface real fast. And you're back with me next week, buddy.
No, I was a real reject for a whole week.
You're gonna be like Shane Gillis getting on SNL and then getting fired immediately.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dude, I'm an evil villain, dude. You're not getting away from me that easy, dude. This contract's getting signed.
But yeah, I would not be mad. I would not be mad. I'd only be mad if you didn't tell me. That's when I would be pissed. So you're free to go anytime, AD. You're free to go at any time. Just tell me ahead of time.
Just know people will love my services. Insightful, as you say.
Insightful.
You're gonna get a call and they're gonna be like, "Hi, Greg Alba from Real Rejects. We're just calling for AD's references."
Like an official job interview and shit.
How's he to work with?
And I'll be like, hey, Greg, I know you're into the fucking healthy eating now, and you're really fucking healthy. You just drug test that fucker.
Whoa, dude. Weed's legal in my state.
That's what I'm saying. I know that, man. That's why I'm messing around.
Oh man! All right, go watch the Penguin. Like, comment, subscribe, Pussy Boys, Big Llama, AD. We out here. You'll know when you watch the Penguin. You'll watch the Penguin. Bye.
Later.